A friend of mine bought a DTF printer from China through Alibaba. Did he get scammed? Only one way to find out. So today, we're heading off to Austin to check it out. But first, let's make t-shirts. Got a big head. All right, how we looking? Looking good? Thank you to my friends at Branded by Bean. If you need any hats or leather patches, they're an amazing company. Also, these amazing tumblers. See that Merch Studio tumbler right there? Got two of them. These are from my friend Yakure of YR Inc. and his wife, Glam Pop Beauty. Thank you so much. We're gonna be traveling. All right, I think we're ready to go. So let's go. It's still dark. 6:17. Get there about 9:15. I'm sorry, my friend. We're gonna be a little bit late.
West towards LaGrange, Austin.
Why are we going to Austin to teach someone DTF? Because, you know, DTF is a very new technology and there are a lot of people doing it. Right now, not everyone is doing it right. This is my opportunity to pay it forward. As an industry, if we can bring the quality of DTFs up, we'll be able to get rid of those misconceptions about the poor quality of DTF. All right, we are here. It is 9:32 in the morning. Super excited. I've been looking forward to this day so that I can meet up face to face with social media friends. Let's go.
They didn't tell me. And at the end of the day, I looked at it and I was like, I'm going to leave it so you can check it out.
Okay.
But it totally walked.
Okay, see, here's what it is. First things first. See, this has to line up straight. The little lever, bring it out.
It's right there, yeah. There's one on both sides.
So when you lock it in, make sure that it's straight like that. And tension on both sides should be the same, right? And normally we have ants pulling there to keep the tension the same.
Okay.
And then once we got that, like, I mean, you can feel it.
See, that's what I was thinking is like, since I'm a one-man shop, right? It's hard for me to have two people, is to kind of tighten this. But the thing is too, is that like, I've noticed that it's a big thing is tension. So I would, like if I had a second person, I'd pull it on this side?
Yeah, lightly pull it. I'd say, you know, pull more on the left side.
Your left or mine?
My left.
Okay. It was affecting too because obviously it drops.
Yeah,
right now because you know it goes more to one side than it does to the other side. So if I stop watching it over there, then like half of it's only covered and not the other. I'm like, oh, I gotta run it again.
That'll happen when your film is crooked.
Yeah.
You know, so as you can see here, the tension's a little bit higher here than there. So I would pull more here.
So how do you do that from this side?
This is how you. This is how we do that. I have a friend in New York, so he got his printer, right? It's like mine. It's an old one. And I don't know what it was, but the printer was hitting.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, you know what it probably was? Was this.
The plate?
The plate. There were some, and there are some, that the plate is shifted. Where it's actually higher on one side than it is the other. How did I figure mine out? I don't know if it was. I eyeballed it. Because I go, well, how did you measure it? He goes, just with a tape measure. So I literally grabbed the tape measure. And I didn't really see any kind of a significant difference. You know, once you get it adjusted and stuff. Yeah. But I don't think I have to, like, I'm like, should that mean that this is a defective machine then, you know? And they're obviously not going to want to send another machine. You know, and then, or they're going to be like, oh, well, you paid for the freight to send it back, and then, you know.
So this should be easier, but it's still giving you a challenge.
Yeah.
Right? Well, let me see what's going on there.
So the white ink is supposed to be separate from the inner.
Are you feeding the waste ink all
the way to the black
into the same bottle?
Yes, yes.
Okay. What we do, we feed the white ink into a different bottle so that we can reuse it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Yep. So,
yeah, especially since it's all the same color.
Yeah. The colored ink, it's
well, I'm gonna start doing it.
Yeah. You should try.
Yeah, it's a really good idea because you consume so much white ink.
Yeah, the white ink.
I didn't realize how much white ink it was, but it's on every single print.
The colored is.
Yeah, I'll go through 2 or 3 bottles and I'll still have all the rest of the colors.
Well, we have to figure everything out from scratch.
Yeah. I mean, I've been doing this since 2000. I've had my business for 16 years.
Wow.
So 15 years ago is when I started the white formats. Oh yeah.
Alright, you
And then all my cleaning solutions.
Yeah.
Why don't we do like a test print just to see how fast it's printing?
Yeah, I haven't even done the.
So, what time is it now?
It is 5:46.
5:46. So we got here about 9:30. It's 5:46.
We didn't solve every issue.
We solved some of them. Registration is good to go-ish, right?
Yeah.
So we did a test print, test press. It was registered. We're having some issues with curing, and it might be an ink issue. We're not sure. It might be a software issue. Trying to figure it out. But Chris here, thanks for having us.
No, thanks for coming by. Nice to meet you finally.
Yes, finally after, what is it, like 2 months now that we're going back and forth on WhatsApp. So
Absolutely.
yeah, it's pretty fun. Tell us about your website, about your business.
Sure. My website, capitalareasigns.com. We do vehicle wraps and graphic design, t-shirts.
Yep.
So learning from the best.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Nice to meet you.
I will see you soon.
Take care.
All right, we're out. All right, it's been 2 weeks since we went to visit Chris here in Austin to check out his printer from Alibaba, and now we're gonna get some feedback because we didn't get it working all the way through, but let's see what Chris has to say about it. Hey Chris, how's it going?
Doing well, man. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. How's business?
Good. Business is good. That's a good thing.
So the question that I asked in the beginning of this video was, did you get scammed?
As far as getting scammed, I don't think I did because I received my machine just fine.
So did you have any problems with it? Like after we talked, because I know we had some problems that we weren't able to resolve.
Yeah, no, I think I got everything working pretty good. Actually, after you came, it was performing better than what it was originally. So I'm really grateful for your help.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is great. What happened to the shaker? 'Cause we had that problem that we couldn't figure out where it wasn't heating up to the right temperature.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened there. It was an intermittent problem. I unplugged it and then I replugged it back in, turned it off, turned it on, and everything was working just fine. So it's been smooth sailing. So I don't know if it was just an intermittent problem or a problem that may occur again, but I hope not.
So what do you say about buying from Alibaba? Have you been buying from Alibaba for a while? By the way, people, everyone here, I am not sponsored by Alibaba. Chris is not sponsored by Alibaba. We'd love to be sponsored, right, Chris? We'd love to be sponsored by Alibaba, but we're not. And I'm not a Chinese citizen, so this is not propaganda. So you were saying, Chris?
Yes, sir. So I've actually had experience with Alibaba in the past, and I would probably recommend, maybe if people aren't confident in buying with Alibaba, is maybe purchase something that's not as big as a printer first, you know? But what the nice thing about Alibaba is that there's kind of like an insurance, kind of like where you have PayPal or on eBay, where you have like an assured buy. So if something happens, you can go ahead and submit a claim, and then Alibaba works through it, does their discovery, and then if you didn't get your product, then you get your money back.
Right,
so
right.
That's what I really appreciate about Alibaba.
For those of you who don't know, you can buy straight from the companies in China and you can wire payment to them. But I like going through Alibaba just because, even though I'm paying a little bit more, just because of the peace of mind, you're assured that your product that you purchased is either going to get to you or Alibaba's going to do its due diligence and refund you if it doesn't reach you or if it's damaged, or if you are going to use Alibaba or any of the foreign companies, just make sure that you do your due diligence. I bought a whole bunch of big stuff from them, but like you said, in the beginning, we bought our giveaway stickers and our giveaway plushies, $2 things, 50-cent things from them, and it's been good so far. I mean, we haven't had like a big nightmare.
Excellent, good to hear.
All right, so you all heard it from Chris. He got a good printer from Alibaba. He got an ugly printer, which I also use. It's been a pretty good experience for him. So if you have any questions, make sure to leave it in the comment below. Follow Chris here in all social medias. We're gonna post them. If you have any questions, write them down in the comment section below, and let's make t-shirts.